That bowl of oatmeal in your kitchen may be doing the exact opposite of what you think. After 60, the wrong oatmeal habit can spike your blood sugar, upset your gut, and leave you weaker by lunchtime. If you want to stay healthy and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share simple, science-backed health tips like this every single day. After years of watching the same breakfast habits show up again and again, one pattern stands out. People hear that oatmeal is healthy, so they stop asking questions. And that is where the trouble starts. Because oatmeal can help your heart, your cholesterol, and your digestion, but only if you eat it the right way. Today, I'm going to show you 10 oatmeal mistakes that can quietly work against your body and exactly how to fix them. Now, before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong. Oatmeal is not the enemy. The problem is the way most people prepare it. Not the oats, but the setup. Not the bowl, but what goes into it. A 2021 study from Tufts University found that middle-aged and older adults who ate at least 3 servings of whole grains each day had smaller increases in waist size, blood sugar, and blood pressure over time than people who ate less than half a serving. So yes, whole grains can help. But that does not mean every oatmeal habit is helping you. And here's the bigger surprise. Harvard researchers have reported that people who ate about 70 grams of whole grains a day had a 23% lower risk of dying from heart disease. That sounds amazing, right? But that benefit came from whole grains eaten as part of a smart eating pattern, not from sugary packets, not from giant bowls drowned in honey, not from instant oats eaten alone and followed by a blood sugar crash. Think of oatmeal like a car. It can take you somewhere good, but if the tires are flat, the gas tank is leaking, and the brakes are bad, the car is not the problem, the setup is. Your oatmeal bowl works the same way. So let's count down the biggest mistakes, starting with number 5. And trust me, number 1 is the mistake that catches the most seniors off guard. Number 5, choosing the wrong oats and the wrong packet. Most people think all oats are basically the same, but actually, the more processed the oat, the faster it can hit your blood sugar. Steel-cut oats, old-fashioned rolled oats, quick oats, and instant oats may all come from the same grain, but they do not behave the same way in your body. A 2021 report from Georgia State University described a clinical trial showing that less processed oats, like steel-cut oats, led to lower blood sugar and insulin peaks than instant oats. In simple words, steel-cut oats act more like a slow candle. Instant oats can act more like dry paper tossed into a fire. One burns steady, the other flares up fast. Then comes mistake number 9, hiding inside the same bowl: flavored packets. This is where many people get fooled. The box says oats, your brain hears healthy, but the packet may also bring added sugar, salt, flavoring, and very little staying power. Harvard has warned that flavored instant oatmeal can be a hidden source of added sugar in common breakfast foods. So what should you do? Start with plain oats. Old-fashioned rolled oats are a great middle ground for most people. They cook faster than steel-cut oats, but they are usually less aggressive on blood sugar than instant packets. A good starting portion is 1/2 cup dry oats. That makes about 1 cup cooked. If you want the slowest option, use steel-cut oats and cook a batch ahead of time. Read the label like a detective. Look for oats as the first ingredient. Look at added sugar. If one packet is already giving you 10 grams or more of added sugar, that is a warning sign. If the ingredient list reads like a chemistry set, put it back. Want sweetness? Add 1/2 cup blueberries, 1/2 chopped apple, or a few slices of banana yourself. That way, you control the sugar, not the package. Cinnamon helps too. So does vanilla extract. Let me be clear, convenience is fine, but fake convenience often costs you later in hunger, energy, and blood sugar. And if you think that's the biggest problem, wait until you see number 4. Number 4, making the bowl too big and too sweet. Most people think oatmeal is so healthy that portion size does not matter. But actually, even healthy food can become a problem when the bowl turns into a shovel. This is mistake number 8 and mistake number 7, and they often happen together. Here's the thing. Oats still contain carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the part of food that breaks down into sugar. Your body needs some, but too much at once can push your blood sugar up, especially if you are older, less active, or already have insulin resistance. Insulin resistance means your body has a harder time moving sugar out of the blood and into the cells. Now add the sweet stuff: brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, dried cranberries, banana slices, granola, maybe even sweetened oat milk. Suddenly, your healthy bowl becomes dessert wearing a bathrobe. How much is too much? For most seniors, 1/2 cup dry oats is a smart base. Some smaller adults may do better with 1/3 cup dry. Then keep fruit to about 1/2 cup berries or half a banana. If you want honey, use 1 teaspoon, not a free pour. 1 tablespoon of honey has about 17 grams of sugar. That adds up fast, doesn't it? Harvard notes that the American Heart Association suggests most women stay under 24 grams of added sugar a day, and most men stay under 36 grams. You can burn through a big chunk of that in one healthy breakfast if you are not careful. Think of your bowl like a bank account. Every spoon of sweetener is a withdrawal. If you keep taking money out all morning, your body has less room to handle sugar later in the day. A better bowl looks like this. Start with 1/2 cup dry rolled oats. Add 1/2 cup berries. Add 1 tablespoon chopped walnuts. Add cinnamon. If you still need more sweetness, use 1 teaspoon honey and stop there. That gives you flavor, fiber, and crunch without turning breakfast into candy. Quick question. Have you ever felt hungry or sleepy 1 hour after eating oatmeal? Comment yes or no below. I really want to know. Now let's go to number 3, because this is where oatmeal quietly fails a lot of older adults. Number 3, eating oatmeal without enough protein and without enough healthy fat. Most people think oatmeal alone is a complete breakfast, but actually a plain bowl of oats by itself is often too light in protein and too low in fat to keep you full. That is mistake number 6 and mistake number 5. Why does that matter so much after 60? Because your body becomes less efficient at holding on to muscle as you age. Muscle is not just for looks. It helps you walk, stand up, avoid falls, and control blood sugar better. When breakfast is mostly soft carbs, you may feel full for a short time, but then hunger comes roaring back. Protein works like a repair crew. Healthy fat works like a brake pedal. Together, they slow digestion and help keep blood sugar from racing. They also help you stay full longer. Not a sugar spike, but a slow release. Not a roller coaster, but a steady road. A 2021 study from Waseda University found that getting enough protein at breakfast was linked to better muscle mass and strength in older adults. The study also pointed to about 0.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per meal as a target for maximizing muscle protein synthesis. That means muscle building. If you weigh around 150 pounds or about 68 kilograms, that comes out to roughly 27 grams of protein at a meal. So how do you fix this without making breakfast complicated? Simple. Build your oatmeal like a team, not a solo act. Add 3/4 cup plain Greek yogurt for about 15 to 17 grams of protein, or add 2 eggs on the side for about 12 grams, or stir in 2 tablespoons of peanut butter for about 8 grams of protein and healthy fat. You can also mix in 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. That adds fiber, some protein, and omega-3 fats, which are fats that support heart and brain health. One easy combo is 1/2 cup dry oats cooked in milk, not water, then add 3/4 cup Greek yogurt and 1 tablespoon walnuts. Another great option is savory oatmeal. Yes, savory. Cook the oats plain, then top with 1 egg, a handful of spinach, and black pepper. Sounds unusual? Maybe, but it works. Before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. Now, number 2 may surprise you because it sounds healthy on paper, but can feel awful in real life. Number 2, adding too much fiber too fast and not drinking enough water. Most people think more fiber is always better, but actually, your gut likes rhythm more than shock. This is mistake number 4 and mistake number 3. Oats contain soluble fiber, especially beta-glucan. That is the famous fiber that helps form a gentle gel in your gut. It can help with cholesterol and can slow the rise in blood sugar. Sounds great, right? Yes, until people pile on chia seeds, flax, bran, nuts, fruit, and extra fiber powder all in the same bowl, then wonder why their stomach feels like a balloon. A 2020 study from Johns Hopkins found that people eating high-fiber diets were about 40% more likely to report bloating when the diet was more protein-heavy than carb-heavy. The point is not that fiber is bad. The point is that your gut needs time to adjust. Here's a simple picture. Fiber is like a sponge. It pulls in water. If you add more sponge but not more water, things can get stuck. That means bloating, gas, hard stools, or that heavy feeling in your belly. Have you ever eaten a bowl that looked healthy but left you uncomfortable all morning? This could be why. So go slow. If you are not used to fiber, start with 1/3 cup dry oats instead of 1/2 cup. Skip the extra bran at first. Add just 1 teaspoon ground flax or 1 tablespoon chia, not both. Drink 8 to 12 ounces of water with breakfast or within the next hour. If your bowel habits are sensitive, increase fiber every few days, not all at once. Also, watch your body's signals. If oats make you painfully bloated every single time, do not force it just because the internet says oatmeal is perfect. Your body gets a vote too. And now we're down to number 1. This is the mistake that can turn a healthy habit into a real problem. Number 1, assuming oatmeal is safe for everyone and eating it at the wrong time with your medicine. Most people think that if a food is healthy, it must be harmless. But actually, one healthy breakfast does not fit every body. This is mistake number 2 and mistake number 1. Let me be clear. I am not saying oatmeal is dangerous for most people. I am saying context matters. Fiber can slow how fast some medicines move through the gut. That may affect how well certain pills are absorbed. This can matter with medicines like thyroid pills, some diabetes medicines, and other drugs where timing matters. If your pharmacist or doctor told you to take a medicine on an empty stomach or away from fiber, listen to that advice. Then there is gluten cross-contact. Oats do not naturally contain gluten, but they are often processed near wheat. If you have celiac disease or strong gluten sensitivity, you may need certified gluten-free oats. Not regular oats, certified gluten-free oats. And if you have diabetes, kidney disease, severe digestive problems, or unexplained weight loss, oatmeal should not be put on autopilot. For some people, even a healthy oat bowl needs adjustment. Maybe a smaller portion, maybe more protein, maybe a different breakfast altogether. A Harvard-based nurses' health study found that women who ate 2 to 3 servings of whole grains each day were 30% less likely to have a heart attack or die from heart disease over 10 years than women who ate less than 1 serving a week. That shows the power of whole grains, but it does not mean a sweet instant packet works like a balanced whole grain meal. Do you see the difference? Same word, totally different result. I'd love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. Now, let's pump the brakes for a second. I'm not saying this to scare you, but oatmeal is not the right choice in every situation. If you have frequent bloating, stomach pain, diarrhea, black stools, or constipation that does not improve, talk to your doctor. If your blood sugar runs high after breakfast, check it more closely and discuss it with your care team. If you have kidney disease, ask whether your portions of oats, milk, nuts, and fruit need to be adjusted. If you take thyroid medicine, ask your pharmacist how far apart to separate that medicine from high-fiber meals. Watch for warning signs. Feeling shaky, sweaty, sleepy, or extremely hungry after breakfast can point to a blood sugar issue. New belly pain is not normal. Oatmeal should not leave you feeling worse every day. And if it does, do not guess. Get medical advice. So you're convinced, but thinking, how do I actually do this? Keep it simple. Start with the easiest version first. Use 1/2 cup dry old-fashioned oats. Cook it in water or milk. Add 1 protein source. Add 1 healthy fat. Add 1 fruit. That's it. For example, use 1/2 cup oats, 3/4 cup plain Greek yogurt, 1/2 cup berries, and 1 tablespoon walnuts. That is simple, balanced, and easy to repeat. If you want a warmer bowl, cook the oats in 1 cup milk for extra protein. Then add cinnamon and chopped apple. On a budget, use plain rolled oats, frozen berries, and 1 tablespoon peanut butter. Cheap does not have to mean unhealthy. If you are sensitive to fiber, start smaller. Try 1/3 cup dry oats and drink a glass of water after breakfast. If you have diabetes, pair oats with protein and test your blood sugar response if your doctor has told you to monitor it. If you hate sweet breakfasts, Go savory with an egg and spinach. There is no rule saying oatmeal has to taste like dessert. Look, there's a lot of noise out there. One person says oatmeal is a miracle. Another says it is terrible. The truth is much more simple. Oatmeal can be helpful, but only when you stop making these common mistakes. You don't need to overthink this. Start with just one change tomorrow morning. Use plain oats. Keep the portion reasonable. Add protein. Add a little healthy fat. Go easy on the sweeteners. Drink water. And pay attention to how your body responds. Your body will tell you if it's working. Better energy, less hunger, better digestion, more stable mornings. That is what you want. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong.